Happy to be here with Ron from Escort. He has the Passport Max 2. Ron, want to tell us about it?
Hey Chris, thanks for having us on. It's great to see everybody CE Week. And it's my understanding, this is your first interview on BeTerrific?
This is my first time. I've hosted a little bit. You were my first official interview, and I'm very happy it's you.
Well, let's make it exciting for everybody back home, so that's great. Yeah, the new Passport Max 2. So here's the deal. If you drive a car, this is why it counts to listen for the next few minutes. You drive a car, have you ever been stopped? I have. Most people I ask that question to, the answer is yes. Well, the Passport Max 2 is the world's quietest, most intelligent, and best performing radar detector. Now I know when you say best, that goes out there a long way, but if you just Google radar detector, you're going to see this comes up as the winner. Test reviews, independent lab tests, and our own tests. And other drivers and reviewers will simply tell you it works. What's so unique about this radar detector? Well, aside from the fact that it's going to alert you to radar and laser threats, speed enforcement threats on the road, it has a built-in database, so it will let you know where the red light cameras are, the speed cameras, and speed traps. And it has the ability to lock out false alerts. Most radar detectors can't tell the difference between an automatic door opener and a radar gun. But this detector can, so now it's not going to alert falsely.
So it doesn't go off when you go past 7-Eleven and Wawa's is what?
Exactly. It doesn't go off when you go past
That's a good coffee alarm though.
Well, that's not bad.
I'm hungry or there's a cop here, I don't know.
Donuts or coffee, either way. But the bad news for your coffee lovers, the Passport Max is going to be silent. But the good news is, in the cockpit of your car, it's not going to false alert. Now, we are not content to sit still with doing the world's most sophisticated. And when I say sophisticated, the technology is sophisticated, but the detector is not. It's easy to use. You take it out of the box, slip the suction cup in the front, put it up, plug it in, and it's automatic. So now the radar detector is ready to go.
That's
fully automatic.
That's what most people love. They like stuff that's simple. You know, we look at the Apple model, it's simple, you plug it in, it works. So that has. Do other radar detectors work that way, or is that something unique to you guys?
There are some interesting competitors that do some interesting things that you've got to touch certain buttons. If you're going to do this, then you have to do that. If you're going to do this, then you have to do that.
It's like an old video game, up, left, right, B, A, B, you can jump.
There you go. Yeah, now you've got the reward points behind the game. Not with the Passport Max. You put it up there because it's got GPS location awareness. It knows how fast you're driving. It knows where you are. So all that information inside the detector will automatically change its settings on its own.
Wow.
It's a very sophisticated detector, but you don't do anything. Now, can I talk about the app? We don't just do detectors. We've actually social networked all of our radar detectors with an app for your phone.
Wow,
everyone loves social networks.
Yeah.
So if you have an Android or you have an Apple phone, Escort Live works by simply going to Google Play or the App Store, download Escort Live. Now you're going to be tied in with everyone else that's driving with one of our detectors that are using the app as well. And what that means, Chris, is this. Escort Live is going to let me know what you saw before I get there because you've already been. Now what I'm showing on screen is this. This is a picture of Manhattan right now, real time, of all the red light camera locations, some KA band alerts. We've got some activity going on. My phone is just saying, we've got some activity going on down in lower Manhattan. Some officer, he or she has been driving around for the last couple of hours. We've been able to watch her by the KA alerts being emitted in the Escort Live app, and we haven't even left the building.
Wow.
How cool is that?
That's amazing.
So Escort Live.
Great, so pretty much you use everyone else's signal out there to help map your...
Exactly.
Wow.
And here's how that works. I'm driving in the car with my passport up on the windshield. The radar detector receives the alert. The radar detector automatically transmits Bluetooth to my phone, the phone up into the cloud, and now everyone else that's driving with the app, it comes back down in the cockpit of their car and will alert on their radar detector. You don't have to do anything. It's totally seamless.
That's great.
How cool is that?
That's great for so many drivers. You see so much more enforcement, police sitting around, the red light cameras. Definitely good to be aware. Hopefully keeps people from speeding so much and just checks their driving as well. I love it. Let me ask you, so you're plugging to the Bluetooth, you have this going. A lot of new cars have Bluetooth in the car. Does it interfere with any of that?
Bluetooth in your car, we're not going to interfere with that Bluetooth.
Okay.
can this talk into the car's Bluetooth? If your phone can, then it can link in through that way, but in general, our detector's not going to talk to your car.
Okay.
It will talk to your phone, then your phone can talk into the car. But if you choose not to have that happen, it's not going to interfere. So, no.
That's good to know. So if you don't have this, when you're driving around, we don't want you looking at your phone. What do the alerts on the box actually say to help you know when you're just driving?
Well, as you're driving, we alert in actually 2 different ways, 3 really.
Okay.
So if the radar detector senses a laser alert or a radar alert, first it's going to beep with a very specific tone that lets you know the difference between radar and laser. Secondly, it has a voice, it has a female voice. She's going to tell you what the alert is and what the band is. She'll say, warning, radar alert ahead. And finally, in the display of the detector, and I didn't bring my jack with me to plug in, but we're going to put up in the display a picture of the type of alert, and that's really cool as well. So you can actually drive and never have to look at the detector, still hear audibly everything about the particular alert that's coming up.
That's great. That keeps the drivers focused. They know what's going on. They're not fiddling with buttons, look at their phone. If you have a co-pilot, use the phone, I'd say.
That's exactly, oh my goodness, Chris, I like to say that all the time. It's like driving with a co-pilot.
Yeah.
So she's going to keep you abreast of all the
great.
situations. And so people sometimes will say to me, well, is a radar detector just for speeding? I say to them, if you had a radar detector and it alerted, what would you do? 100% of the time they say, I'd slow down. Exactly. It makes you a safer driver by letting you know what's ahead. You drive slower, you know what's up, you're going to drive smarter, you're going to drive safer.
That's excellent. That's what we need, especially in New York City where drivers are a little crazy sometimes.
Well, we saw in the app, all those red light camera locations, you're not going to be surprised. Radar alerts, you're not going to be surprised. It's all in there.
Can we tag crazy cab drivers? That might help around here.
It might. I don't know if a taxi driver is going to jeopardize his medallion or license.
Yeah,
of a radar detector.
I would think
I don't know
not.
what the issues are there, but I do want to say this. Radar detectors are entirely legal in 49 states, only Virginia and the District of Columbia, but all the rest of the nation, if you painted a map, you can drive everywhere with a radar detector and you can know you can be a safer driver.
Excellent, and I think the one to go with is the Passport Max 2, it sounds like.
The Passport Max 2 and Escort Live on your phone.
Great, Ron. Thank you so much for your time. That's a wonderful device. Where can they find it?
Well, the easiest thing to do, frankly, is just go Google radar detector because we kind of own the space. I'm not trying to be arrogant, we do.
Yeah.
Or just go to Escort Radar, escortinc.com, or your local Best Buy or automotive aftermarket shop. They're going to carry only the best. They're going to have this radar detector. If you have an Android or you have an iPhone, just go to the Play Store or the App Store, download Escort Live. Now you can see all those alerts already before you even have the detector.
So there's basically no excuse not to have this. It's everywhere, it's readily available,
Easy to get to.
and it works without any effort.
We think so.
I believe you. Ron, thank you so much. That's the Escort Passport 2 Max. Live from CE Week, I'm Chris Foncina. We'll be back with so much more.